Marino Michaels and Kevin Vaughan out before taking on Mark Dewsbury and seeing off the man from Nottingham 6-zip. But another couple of crowd pleasers here, Rod. They really did enjoy the last game. Raymond van Barneveld seeing off Dave Chisnell. Maybe thought that might have been a closer game, but certainly got the crowd on the feet, the pair of them. And this is another one, the penultimate match of the afternoon, with John Part and Dick Van Dyke still to come.
Yes, and we've talked about so often about the pace of players, when they're matched up to the same sort of pace, and this one's another one of those. Both players will just get on, play the dartboard. They don't have to worry, they don't have to stand back too often and start overthinking the game. You say Steve's been around a long time. Both the BDO World Championship, as Jelle Klaasen's first 3 darts of the match finds the red bit on the treble 20. I think Jelle Klaasen's darts, we mentioned them yesterday, are probably the most unusual shape of dart in the professional game, certainly in the PDC.
Yes, a very sort of lopsided shape, with the bulge more towards the stem and the flight than the more evenly matched or evenly shaped darts like you see there that most of the players like Steve have.
There we can see Steve Beaton's darts. A lot of the weight is at the front end, but with Jelle Klaasen's dart, the bulk of the weight is at the back end. Now, if Jelle Klaasen threw his dart lightly, they possibly wouldn't stick in the board, but because he throws them so hard, and it's the flight, and obviously being light, that makes the point go in the board first.
But it's Klaasen down to a finish first, and a chance to get a leg on the board against the darts here. 16 on leave, double top. Beaton well behind in this leg. Both players looking to erase first round exits from the World Championships in Ali Pali. Devon Peterson beating Steve Beaton. Jamie Caven seeing off Jelle Klaasen here, who wants double 10 and hits it with a third dart to go 1-0 up against the throw early on in this game on this Saturday afternoon, second round day of the German Darts Championship.
Yeah, not a great start to the match from Steve Beaton here, but certainly Jelle Klaasen kicked off that first leg with a maximum, and well, that's as good as a maximum. Not a lot of difference. If you kick off most legs, well, that's 4 perfect. That's 5. 130. I don't know why he changed there. I mean, there was such a big gap, and then 2 darts. You just funneled the third dart into the treble 20. Well, only 9 darts thrown from Jelle Klaasen. I don't think he'll go for the bullseye if he hits the treble 20. Well, that's 2 darts he had on the floor in 2 legs. It's not the dartboard, it's just he's catching the flights as they're coming in.
140. 190.
So Klaasen then for 2-0. 65 left. Double 10 for the 90 checkout for a 2-0 lead.
A good solid start to the game from Klaasen. He come over to the PDC, he played in the Premier League one year and come on and started throwing roses everywhere, and he was actually uncomfortable with that.
alias El Matador. But just to show how long Steve Beaton has been around at the top of his game, he won his Lakeside World Championship 10 years before Jelle Klaasen won his in 2006.
I thought you were going to say before Jelle Klaasen was born there for a minute. He is old in the tooth, Steve. Yeah, I've known him a long time. Another one of the nice guys, you know, he just gets on with his game. I've had some good nights out with him in the early days. That's Jelle's partner. And they go through it more than anybody.
Double top then. For his first leg on the board here. And the Adonis gets a leg on the board with double top. And not the best of starts with the throw for the Dutchman.
140.
What you've got to do, and Steve Beaton's very experienced in the game and will know this, but when you get someone like Jelle that gets out of the gate so quickly, you know, fires, very rarely is a player going to keep that up for the whole match. So you think, well, he's going to dull, I'll just keep playing my own game and I'll wear him down and I'll get the chances. And Steve Beaton should be experienced enough to do that. And Jelle now is just coming off the darts, are coming low on the treble 20, to go and switching. You know, so as I said before, you know, those 140s are now tons and 95s, and that's when you have to keep your game up. It's no good then dulling yourself, because otherwise you're going to get beaten easily. And if you can keep that up, keep that mentality, then you will get it, well, you'll give yourself chances.
131. 140. 160.
So Beaton will be back for 38 and double 19 straight at it, do you think, or 6 double 16? 6 double 16 he's gone for. And we're back all square at 2 apiece. And Steve has the throw here. Wes Newton or Dirk van Duivenbode await the winner of this one in round 3. Wes Newton, one of the names in action this evening here. One more game to come this afternoon. Big John Part up against Dick Van Dyke.
Well, a maximum for Steve Beaton. And he certainly has got into the stride now. The first 2 legs he was a little bit off sorts, but got that formed out. Was 2-0 down. Gets it back to 2-all and certainly shouldn't give this game up now, this leg up. Jelle Klaasen has got to start finding these big scores as he did at the start of the first and the second leg.
126. 120. 80.
So Beaton a chance to really turn things around and to go ahead for the first time in this game. Yes, right in the corner. The 3-2.
Another maximum for Steve Beaton, gradually pushing his average up to the mid-90s. Certainly Klaasen's come down on those averages since the finish of the second leg.
99.
And as I said earlier on, you know, when he was 2-0 down, he just got to keep his momentum up and it will come round, and that's exactly what has happened.
60.
Yes, never shows a great deal of emotion, Steve. Just gets on with the job, doesn't he, on stage?
140.
He's not one to start shaking the head too much if things aren't going well, and likewise not one to start punching the air if things are going well.
60.
No, you're right. He doesn't show any emotion whatsoever, whether it be victorious or on a downer to his opponent.
Well, that would have been a roof raiser, that 130 checkout. So 45 for Klaasen.
77. Stevie 49.
Well, Stevie Beaton's been led off, got a chance to hold his throw. 17. Oh, and he's gone and missed the big number. 46 left, got to go 14. No, he's gone 10 or a 6, and now he's hit the double 6.
Well,
he can't believe what he's done there.
no,
That's unbelievable.
it's as if no one wants to win this 7th leg. It really is.
Well, no one hits double 9, Mike, do they? We knew that was going to be missed. So he gets another chance at this, surely. He's going for the double 4 route. Oh, and he's busted.
Well, it's all going off up there on the big stage. And it's whose dart is going to stumble into the double really first, and it was in fact Klaasen, but Beaton there. His radar just went a bit awry on the board there with some of those darts towards the end of that leg. And Klaasen now back in front at 4-3.
I think his radar was scrambled there. The problem that players have, and they all do it, is that you think, oh, I just got to go up and hit the big number, so you don't actually concentrate as much as you would for a treble or a double. Of course, all of a sudden you miss, and you think, oh, I can't believe that. Now I'm only going to get one dart at a double, and all right, I hit a big 6 now, and that's what happens. And it happens a lot, believe it or not, and it's so easy to do.
And you sense Klaasen has upped the pace a little bit. He really was one of the quickest players on the circuit when he first burst onto the scene. Just taken it down a notch, but I just sensed he might just be speeding up a little bit. Maybe he feels he needs that just to extend his lead and get back in front by some distance against the Englishman. So this 1-2-1 would put him one leg away from victory, Klaasen. He wants the bullseye for a 1-2-1 out and hits it to go to within one leg of victory. A great leg there by the Dutchman.
Well, it's strange how this game has panned out. I mean, Jelle Klaasen come out of the gate very quickly. The first 2 legs scored high, took the double out, but Steve Beaton kept with him and then knocked him off his rhythm and rolled off 3 legs himself. But it was that 6th leg when they had chances, and he's let him in, and he's now, Klaasen's the one with the confidence. Klaasen's now got that bit of extra scoring power back and finds himself 5-3 up, and it's a long, hard haul from here for Steve Beaton. Got to win the last 3 legs.
So Beaton will have a bit of time to take out this 104, which he needs to do to keep his German Darts Championship hopes alive.
Well, he still is only 1 breaker throw down, and it'll be the next leg as long as he can take this double 14 out. The double 14 doesn't want to split it with the first dart. Oh, and that is a long way off. Panic stations for Steve Beaton, but he throws a superb 3rd dart to keep himself in this match. Now the crucial leg. Got to break the throw of Jelle Klaasen. And if you ever want a 180, Mr. Beaton, you need it now.
43.
Really peppering that treble 20 again now, Klaasen.
Well, certainly Steve Beaton isn't. And of all the legs he needed to find it and find it big, he hasn't done. And making it quite easy for Klaasen to get down to the double first. But a 180 was certainly smartening it up. A 140 still puts him in with an outside shout. But a ton, really not enough.
So 84 when Klaasen comes back to book his place in round 3, where he'll meet either Wes Newton or Dirk van Duijvenbode. 64.
Well, this is certainly going to put the pressure on the Klaasen's double top. Klaasen's walking away behind Steve Beaton, just to take a sip of water. Oh, that doesn't help. So Klaasen comes to the board, double top for the match. Double top, it is. The match went backwards and forwards. Klaasen went 2-0 up, then
Jelle Klaasen setzt sich durch mit 6:4 gegen Steve Beaton.
Steve Beaton. Coming up, the 3 times.